question to your point about crime rates going down in some of these communities that you're deploying additional resources into. That's been an argument when it comes to where Trump has been deploying the National Guard in places where crime rates are actually going down, like places like D.C. So how can you justify that? What's the reason for putting more resources and more law enforcement on the streets where communities might be seeing decreasing crime rates?
Well, because, as I said, good enough never is. A decrease is not, I think, look, and this is more my own observation. This is more of a tonal observation. I don't think it's a very good argument to make that, well, we're down 15, 20% when you still have people whose cars are broken into. You still have crimes being committed. You still have murders. You still feel unsafe in certain parts, in certain communities and all across this country. So I think we have to be very careful about that. And I'm not arguing to defend the status quo, quite the contrary. We think we can do better still. Just because we have the second lowest homicides in modern recorded history, certainly my lifetime, doesn't mean we can't do better. We can. And that's what this is about. But again, I also would highlight that our efforts were focused in the initiation of this effort that we're expanding here today. We're focused on hotspots. We focused on parts of San Francisco 2 years ago that were of concern. We've seen progress, but not good enough. I talked to the mayor the other day about it. He wants to see more. He was very encouraged by our willingness to engage and re-engage back in San Francisco. We went to Kern County, which was the murder capital of California, Kern County, a few years ago. Off the charts. I think for 5 out of the last 6 years, they've been the murder capital of the state. And we reached out to mayor and the county, and we said, look, this is not just about coastal cities. This is about parts of the state that we don't overlook, but often parts of the state that are overlooked. And those partnerships have proven unbelievably successful. By the way, I mentioned Mayor Go because not only did she enthusiastically embrace this, but she's seen some of the biggest decreases in crime in Bakersfield in the state. We're using not just our mobile resources, we're using our air resources down there as well, and I appreciate the commissioner's work in that respect. We're going after sideshows down there, and we've seen some success. So their willingness to engage has been profoundly consequential and beneficial, and I think a lot of those communities that have seen declines think they could do better, can do more, and that's why we're going to do that.